I'm not going to weigh in on who won the fight. That would just be unfair. I'm not qualified to do that, but I can tell you who won the race. His name, Denny Hamlin. In the process, snapping a winless streak of 33 races. Here's a look back. It's Winners Weekend.
Hamlin wins Kansas after a fierce battle with Kyle Larson. That's a hell of a race. First win in 33 starts.
I'm excited. It's been almost a year since I've won a race, and I don't go through those kind of droughts that often. Proud of what we brought to the racetrack, and then we back it up with a great performance all day.
We're ready to race in America's heartland for 400 miles.
I told Joe before the race started I was going to get him a win today, so I put the pressure on myself.
Green, green, green.
I knew we'd be fast. We're very apparent that we were dialed in right where we needed to be, and then just come down to 400 miles of execution today.
I really can tell whether I have a race-winning car 3 or 4 laps into a race. I knew at that point that, we had something that was going to contend.
Denny Hamlin gets the stage win in Kansas.
Certainly had the speed to win. It was evident. All the Toyotas marched to the front pretty quickly and knew pretty early on we were going to have a shot at it.
Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex. Wow.
Anybody with a Toyota, I mean, they are dominant, absolutely dominant today.
It looked like it was going to be me and Truex there for the most part, but the Hendrick guys just do a great job on pit road, and they gain a lot of track position, and then they make their cars better. But the second stage, I just made a ill-timed error on pit road where I kind of slid through my box or missed my mark where it slowed down the pit crew, and we lost 4 or 5 spots.
Sorry about that, fellas. It's on me.
It just took really all of stage 2 to work that back. Then with all the cautions coming, the strategies got all flipped upside down, and at that point you're just wondering whether we have enough tires to make it to the end or not.
Stage 3, here we go.
Anytime you have a good car, especially a long-run car like ours, short runs and caution flags don't work in your favor.
Caution behind you.
11th caution flag at lap 216.
It took our car a few laps to come in, but the long run at the end is what made the difference.
This 11 car, he has been the best on the long run.
Denny Hamlin now turning up the heat, trying to run down the lead, held by Kyle Larson.
He's really good at aero blocking for sure. He knows exactly where to put his car. He knows where you want to run, and he'll take that line away.
Got him nervous. He's starting to get pretty loose. Locked in here.
I don't think there is a better mental race car driver than Denny Hamlin, and I'm just really, really proud to watch Denny lock in and go get that win.
Look at this, door-to-door, folks, for the lead.
Every time I thought I could get a run on him, a lap car would, kind of take the line that I wanted to use to take advantage of him.
Larson goes back to the outside, gets that momentum.
You'll get him, buddy. You'll get him.
I knew the key for me, honestly, was getting a huge run off of turn 4. So I shifted into turn 3 on the wall.
Denny's there. He's hungry. Can he pounce on it?
Once I got positioned beside him, I just tried to stay there because I wanted to make a big dive bomb move into turn 3. So as he started to get clear of me, I just tried to side draft him a little bit too hard, and that's what kind of hooked him in the fence there.
Clear,
And Larson's in the wall.
5 back on the wall, coming to the checker here. Hell yeah, boys. What a fight, Denny Hamlin.
I just am so proud of the culture that we have on the 11 car. Really fortunate to be the leader of this group.
And this is what our team's capable of. Really, for the last 3 to 4 weeks, we've been a race-winning car, and for us to finally get a win is big for my race team, more than anything.
Big win for Denny Hamlin. He's now locked into the playoffs. I want to revert back to the final lap when he passed Kyle Larson. He hadn't won this year. If Denny's already notched one in the win column, is he less aggressive, do you think, in that final lap with Larson, David?
I don't think he's less aggressive, Adam. I think he was really kind to Kyle for majority of that final run. He got up beside him multiple times, gave him enough room. But on the last lap, you're going to be as aggressive as you have to be. And Denny knows how important these wins are. 2 of his teammates have wins already, and he's been the guy that's been very consistent but hasn't been able to close the deal. And he said it on multiple occasions. He's got to capitalize on any opportunity that he has to get a win, because he knows that a lot of his wins are probably behind him more so than in front of him. But going to look at the big picture, the championship that Denny doesn't have. It doesn't matter how many race wins you get over your career. I think he really wants that championship, and he knows that every win he gets is going to help him advance in that championship round.
2 wins in a row for Joe Gibbs Racing, and coming from drivers, as you said, who don't know when that last one might be coming, with Truex doing it last week. This win's significant for Denny because he becomes the all-time wins leader at Kansas. Look at the list that came in tied with 3 wins apiece.
There.
Jeff Gordon, Hall of Famer. Jimmy Johnson going to the Hall of Fame, 7 championships. Harvick has a title. Joey Logano has 2. He's the reigning champ. The one driver on the list that has not been able to pick up NASCAR's biggest trophy now has the most wins in the Heartland.
And here's what's amazing. Kansas becomes the 5th track that he has 4 or more wins at. That is just mind-blowing. The other thing that went along with that win yesterday, he now has 49 Cup Series wins. That ties him with 3-time Cup Series champion, former teammate Tony Stewart. He's 1 win away from tying Hall of Famer Junior Johnson. What is significant about Junior Johnson in 50 wins? That's the winningest NASCAR Cup Series driver that does not have a championship. I'm not sure Denny's hanging his hat on that one right there. But how about Toyota? They've won 4 of the last 7 races with 4 different drivers at 4 completely different racetracks. They mean that now, a third of the way through the season, they've got 2/3 of their group locked into the playoff essentially.
I don't know what's more remarkable, some of the stats that you have or the magnitude. There's just so many when it comes to you.
A lot yesterday.
The Larry McNuggets are endless. What do you add on what Denny was able to accomplish yesterday, and maybe bigger picture what they can do next? Because we've talked about this. The tracks that are on the horizon open the door for them to really get on a run, Dave.
Yeah, they're getting on a summer stretch, and if all 4 drivers are happy and doing well, we talked about Ty Gibbs earlier in the show. He's doing great for a rookie. He's right there behind him. He has some speed. I think the biggest thing is the confidence in the whole organization. They don't have to go out and reinvent the wheel. That they're not running 15th to 20th. They don't have to throw darts at the board to try to figure something out. It's all about those small, fine-tuned on pit road. The driver's got to clean up a few things, but they've got some really great racetracks coming up this summer, and it's all about winning races and getting those playoff points for the fall. But I feel like it's just pumping on all 8 cylinders at Joe Gibbs Racing.
Think about it. The first 8 races, he didn't even have a top 5 finish in 2023. Now, the last 4 races, the win and 3 top 5s. I said it earlier. He called the shot on that podcast, and he meant what he was saying.
Well, Willie told Coach Gibbs Sunday morning, right? Hey, I'm going to win it for you today, Coach.
And there you go, Denny Hamlin with his first win of 2023. Hey, race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox News, content, and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.